Still David, still One Game, still episode 379 of the One Game podcast. So welcome. And this is the part of the show where we do this week's roundup of the entertainment and gaming news. So we'll go straight into this week's sort of like news. It's near Christmas, so there's not that much happening. But we will go straight into this one, and that is Rockstar devs and the rest of the gaming industry react to GTA 6's shocking trailer leak and release. It's been a wild afternoon with the internet's eager wait for the very first Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer drop tomorrow. It was cut short by a leaker posting the trailer to Twitter. Rockstar quickly responded by posting the 4K version of the trailer on its own channels, so it's official. We have our first look at GTA 6. Now, as members of the industry and community wrap their minds around the brief trailer, everyone has thoughts about what they just saw, what it means for the long-awaited game, and how the reveal went down in the first place. First and foremost, let's hear from developers at Rockstar, who were understandably frustrated by the leak today. Still, several expressed a mixture of relief and delight that the trailer was out in the world, even if it hadn't gotten there the way they'd planned. As for everyone else, one of the first major voices to react was popular streamer and political commentator Hassan Piker. No idea, mate. No idea who you are. You're obviously massively talented and everyone knows you but me. Though he was far from the only person to respond with a witty wisecracker. Who cares? Let's have a look at some of these names. Daniel Ahmed, no idea. Sam Barlow, no. Mr. Pentico, no. Adrian, no. Scott Law, I think he was from wasn't he from IGN? I don't know. No. No idea. So what did you guys think of the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer? Leave us comments in the section. Talk about it, see what you think. I honestly was very disappointed. The environment and the open world looks stunning, but in certain screenshots and certain bits, Grand Theft Auto 5 looks stunning. I still felt the character models lacked a bit more of the full detail of some of the other games of the current gen. But I don't know, I guess it's just the name of the game and everyone's just like, oh my god, it's Grand Theft Auto. That'll make the game sell bucket loads of shit. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks, it'll sell. It really will sell. So we're going to the next bit of news. Deadpool 3 leaked. Set photos seem to confirm another major return. We already knew Hugh Jackman's Wolverine would be returning for Deadpool 3 in a big way, but we may have just learned of another member of the X-Men who could be set to claw their way in. New leaked set photos from the Mirror this weekend seem to confirm another big X-Men appearance. In addition to possibly a major spoiler, this is your last warning before we go into potential spoiler territory, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. One of the new photos shows Jackman's Wolverine in a snowy forest engaged in a fight with what very much seems to be the villain, Sabretooth. Perhaps even more notable, however, is what we see in the second image. Deadpool carrying Sabretooth's severed head. Seems Sabretooth's time in the MCU may be short-lived. Sabretooth has previously appeared in multiple X-Men movies. The original 2000 X-Men, where he was played by Tyler Mane, and in 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine, which saw Lev Schreiber take over the role. The photos are really too vague to make out if it's Sabretooth we see here played by either one of them. It's also worth noting that the Mirror reports that another X-Men character, Toad, has appeared on the set. The villain was previously played by Ray Park in 2000's X-Men, and Evan Jenlegate in 2014's X-Men Days of Future Past. I have no idea who that is. It may not be official, but it's the latest information we're able to glean from the long-awaited Deadpool 3 following the resolution of the Hollywood actors' strike last month. Still committed to releasing it next year, but delayed the film from the 3rd of May to the 26th of July. Yeah. Don't know. What do you guys think? Are you interested in the Deadpool movie? I mean, I'm interested. I love all these stupid Easter egg game movie things, all links together, all filled through, where they're getting all the new people, the old people, and whacking them together and just seeing what sticks to the wall. But I guess we'll go straight into the next bit of news, and that is F1 developer Codemasters suffers round of layoffs. Veteran UK developer Codemasters has suffered a round of layoffs following the launch of racing games F1 23 and EA Sports WRC. Codemasters owner EA confirmed the redundancies in a statement issued to IGN, although failed to disclose the number of staff affected. Our business is constantly changing as we strive to deliver amazing games and services that keep our players engaged, connected and inspired. An EA spokesperson said, at times this requires the company to make small-scale organizational changes that align our teams and resources to meet evolving business needs and priorities. We continue to work closely with those affected by these changes, providing appropriate support throughout this process. EA bought Codemasters, best known for the racing franchise Grid, F1 and Dirt, in 2021 for $1.2 billion. At the time, EA boss Andrew Wilson said he wanted to let the company retain its identity without too much outside interference. Codemasters CEO Frank Sagnier and CFO Rashid Varashia left soon after, and Codemasters, including Project Cars developer Slightly Mad Studios, was made part of EA Sports. I guess that'll do. It's news without news, if that makes sense. They've announced layoffs, but they've not said how many people are getting laid off. They've not said why they're getting laid off. Well, yeah. I think it's just when EA bought Codemasters, they were a bigger organisation. Now they can drop in a load of EA talent if needed to finish projects and do things. But we'll see where this goes in the near future. So next up we have Dragon Age Dreadwolf. Teaser hints at key locations. Full reveal coming in summer 2024. As part of this year's Dragon Age Day, EA and BioWare have published a special Dragon Age Dreadwolf teaser that reveals a short look at the next era of its fantasy RPG series, along with a promise to show off a full reveal in summer 2024. The video is just shy of a minute long and mostly pans over geographical locations on a map, Game of Thrones style. However, spaced between these pure grey pictures are brief shots of what seems to be in-game environments that range from shadowy cities to sun-kissed beach towns that have nearly crumbled away. Specifically, it seems Dragon Age Dreadfall shows off these visually diverse areas. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed Dragon Age, was it Origins? And Dragon Age 2. I've never played that third one that came out about 2012-ish. I've never played that one. And I just lost all interest in a lot of the BioWare sort of stuff. What do you guys think? Are you interested in BioWare still? Or have the last 2 or 3 games just completely stunted them? I guess we'll find out soon. So I guess we'll go on to the next bit of news, and that is Sega teases new era, new energy. Game Awards announcement. Fans think it's Virtua Fighter. Sonic, Persona and Yakuza Like a Dragon publisher Sega is teasing a new era, new energy announcement for the Game Awards, which many fans think it's Virtua Fighter related. Twitch streamer, Curiosity posted a video on X of a letter she and other influencers received from Sega, which, alongside the vague New Era, New Energy headline, said, make sure to tune into the Game Awards December 7th. A big reveal from Sega certainly wouldn't be out of the place out of place at the event, which typically includes a string of video game announcements alongside the awards themselves. Another streamer, Maximilian Dude, also received the letter and noticed a link as he and both big fighting game players. I don't know who she is. It seems to be the same font that the Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown trailer used, just in blue, not Virtua Fighter 6 likely. I hope so. I got one too, he said, curious, have those gone out to others that are not huge fighting game creators? As for why fans think it's specifically related to Virtua Fighter, it seems to use the same font as Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown, not just in blue and not, oh god, italicized. I don't even know what the hell that means. They said in response to Maximilian Dude, Virtua Fighter 6 likely, whether or not a full sequel is likely remains to be seen, but it would definitely signal a new era. That's because the last full game, Virtua Fighter 5, was released in arcades way back in 2006 and for PlayStation 3 in 2007. Various editions have released since, but none since a PlayStation 4 version of Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown launched in 2021. Fans just need to wait and see what Sega's announced at the Game Awards, blah 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 blah. What do you guys think? I hope it is a good Virtua Fighter game, I really do. I've always adored Virtua Fighter, I've thought they were an amazing series. But it has been dormant for a while. I enjoyed the Ultimate Showdown, was it called? That I had for the PlayStation. I think I played it for the PlayStation 5. So I got the PlayStation PSN downloady thing, the free game when it came out, and I downloaded it and I bought the DLC add-on pack for the new costumes and fighters and stuff, just for support, because I really wanted the Virtua Fighter name to carry on. I really enjoyed that, really loved that. So I am very, very excited to see what can happen. I'd, for one, love to see a Virtua Fighter cross Dead or Alive sort of game, because Dead or Alive originally was on the Sega Model 2 arcade board. They played very similar, so I think that they could link and play quite well together. So last bit of news now, and that is Phil Spencer shouts out Banjo-Kazooie while talking about bringing back older franchises. It's been a long 15 years since the last Banjo-Kazooie game was released, and since then fans have been eager for a revival. Now, Xbox CEO Phil Spencer finally acknowledged fans' hopes to the franchise's return. In an interview with Windows Central published Friday, Spencer briefly shouted out Banjo-Kazooie's community and its repeated pleas for a new game when asked about types of games we might see revivals. You've seen from our history that we haven't touched every franchise that people would love us to touch. Banjo fans, I hear you. Spencer said, but it is true that when we find the right team and the right opportunity, I love going back to revisit stories and characters that we've seen previously. Spencer also discussed the process of reviving an old franchise, explaining why he tries to involve games' original developers before committing to a project. There has to be a passion in the team behind the project. That doesn't mean that the team has to be the original team every time. I'm not one, and maybe this is just my approach. I'm not one to come in and take a franchise from a team and remove them from the discussion of development process on how something new gets built. I think the original creators, the culture, frankly, some of the lessons we've learned from past experiences here are very important. Rumours of a new Banjo-Kazooie game have constantly popped up every few years since Nuts and Bolts was released in 2008. Although a former developer called the franchise's return unlikely earlier this year, still we ranked Banjo-Kazooie among the top Xbox franchises that deserve a return. Unless Spencer's remark is a hint at an actual Banjo-Kazooie revival, the closest thing to a recently released game fans of the franchise have is Yooka-Laylee, the spiritual successor made by several developers of the original Banjo-Kazooie. But yeah, What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good thing? Think it's a bad thing? Let me know. Let me know. So that's this week's news. Thanks for watching. We'll go straight into this week's UK Top 40 chart after this intro.